Hey, do you guys remember when last week I said that the uber wealthy class was contributing to Cuomo's campaign because they needed influence, they wanted to secure their influence, and they knew that he was already bought and paid for, and they couldn't buy Mamdani?
It does, and I'm a policy guy, and I have to disclose something. I'm here in New York for 2 days. I reached out to his people last night and again this morning. I asked for a face-to-face meeting while I was here. Obviously, he's not here. He's in Uganda right now. But I also got a message back saying no interest in meeting, which is, for me, at least his people said that. I don't know if it's got to his ear yet. I'm quite shocked. He should take as many meetings with people like me as he possibly can. I want to find out how much of his policies are rhetoric and how much are reality.
He should take as many meetings with people like me. Who are people like Kevin O'Leary? Kevin O'Leary is a real estate investor. He's on a show called Shark Tank. His nickname is Mr. Wonderful because he is literally the most cutthroat. He doesn't give a fuck about people. He exploits those contestants as much as he possibly can. He preys on their desperation to squeeze as much out for himself as humanly possible. What do you think he does in New York City? By the way, he's not even from New York City. He doesn't even live in New York City. He's Canadian. That's like me, a Floridian, being shocked that Zoran Mamdani, the mayor of New York City, will not sit down for a face-to-face with me. What makes you so special? What makes you think that you deserve a face-to-face? That's the problem, right? They're so used to being able to buy influence and buy politicians that they're look how confused he looks. They're shocked when one of them is not willing to be bought. Why do you think that this is a question for Kevin O'Leary. What makes you think that Zoran Mamdani needs to take any advice from you, needs to take as many meetings with people as you as possible? What do you have to offer? A guy who ran on a platform of making the city more affordable. He goes on to say that one of the policies that he's very concerned about is the whole rent control thing. Because people like him, real estate investors, I mean, that we're talking about negative returns. You can't make something rent controlled before it's built. That's his interest. But he likes to couch it as if he's some kind of learned man. Because these guys think that because they're very wealthy, that they're also somehow smart and have something to contribute to any conversation. But anyway, he's got advice for Zoran Mamdani. In what regard? He's trying to paint it as if he's got some kind of advice. Let me show you how to run this as a profitable. That's the whole point. He's not trying to make this profitable for himself. That's the thing. These guys are also very used to politicians not actually in it for the public servitude, right? They'll all perform as if this is about public service, but actually it is just a way to wield power in order to have personal financial gain. And that's what these people are used to. And they're willing to play the game and participate in the charade. So they'll couch their intentions as if they just really want to selflessly talk to this mayor in order to give them tips and tricks on how to make New York City a better place for everyone. They're willing to say those words when obviously they have no intention. He's out for number fucking one and doesn't see how contradictory it sounds. I want to make sure that he's not making this shit rent controlled because I'm not going to be able to make any money. But also, I'm really concerned for the people of New York City, and I just want to make sure that, Zoran Mamdani is able to be successful. They count on people being fucking stupid. His interests are diametrically opposed to the platform that Zoran Mamdani ran on, and he cannot fathom why he won't meet with him. Because this should tell you everything you need to know about politicians. The fact that guys like this are so afraid and so confused lets you know what they're used to, how easily bought politicians are typically, and what their motivations typically are. This guy cannot fathom a person actually wanting to rise to power in a town or a city like New York City, if not for personal gain, if not for power. What do you mean you want to make it affordable for people? That's a joke, right? And also, this should also speak to this bullshit fear. Oh, all of the billionaires are going to leave. No, they're not. This guy would not be so interested. All of these billionaires would not be so interested if they thought for 1 second there was going to be a mass exodus. They've been saying that they're going to leave New York City for 20 fucking years. They're never going to do it. And they know it. They know there's nowhere else they can exploit for the returns that they're able to get in New York City. They make the kind of money that they make in places like New York City. They're just worried that their margins are going to get cut into. No one's leaving. And it's just going to be very uncomfortable for them if they're not able to get special treatment and a fucking face-to-face at the drop of a hat. I'm so sorry, Kevin O'Leary. The next luxury high-rise you build isn't going to be as profitable as you expected it to be. Fuck off to Wisconsin then. No offense to Wisconsin.